y'all doing?
Sean, we didn't get you after the game, but just want to ask you how encouraging it was to take to it as well as you did first game back, playing pretty much every snap.
Yeah, it was definitely fun to say the least. I really enjoyed the game. Obviously, the win made it a lot better, and I think guys just fed off each other. And it was that energy. We kind of brought that energy back, that swagger back. And overall, I mean, it was a good game.
Did you expect to play as much as you did? Coach Aaron's talked about not overloading you the first game in weeks.
Well, to be honest, I didn't really know how much I was gonna play. I knew obviously throughout the week that I was getting the reps necessary to play, and then when the game starts, the game's just going. I wasn't really thinking about coming out or do I have this series, do I have that series. I just really wanted to play. It's been so long since I played football, so I really didn't want to come out at all. So I was just glad that they didn't really. I tried to stay away from them as much as I could, so they wouldn't say anything and try to pull me out. But it was definitely it was cool. It was cool.
Was there any point where you were gassed? I mean, were you cardio or anything?
To be honest, I wasn't at all. I felt like I was like a battery out there. I felt very, very, very energized, but it could be just the adrenaline, and I was just happy to be out there. But I wasn't tired at all. I was having fun.
In terms of your confidence in your arm, was there a point where you kind of felt like it was right, like you'd be okay? I mean, I think you punched the ball out with that hand, if you.
Yeah, I think on that first tackle I had, the first catch tackle, when I hit him, landed, obviously, when that was fine, I was like, okay, we're good. I was like, we're good. So then at the end, I was just kind of just throwing my body around and just seeing what it was going to be like in certain situations. Because I don't really obviously get the chance to during practice. So when you get out there, you don't really know. And I was just going for it.
How tough was it being out so long? You missed, 8 games?
Yeah, it was definitely very tough because like I said, I never really sat out of anything before, especially not a game of mine, throughout my career of just playing sports. But just being around the guys all the time, every day, they kind of kept me in it. It kept me in it mentally, and then physically, I was working out every day. I was running every day, so I was able to still stay on top of that game.
Get a different perspective of just what's going on with the team, being able to sit back and watch.
Absolutely, I got to see like how the coaches see the game. Obviously, I wasn't really thinking about it as a player anymore. I was kind of thinking about it as a coach. Just trying to help in any way that I could. Obviously, just giving them like tips on what I see and as a coach and what they're trying to see and what they're trying to get out of certain situations. So I was able to help Mike when he was learning the nickel spot, and I was able to help Antoine as well in the nickel spot. And so obviously those guys are coming around. They know the nickel just as well as I know the nickel, and so it's just making everybody more versatile.
Can you see a difference of his team, the way they played at home and on the road? Average margin of victory at home is 21 points. On the road, it's negative. You guys are 2 and 3, I think.
Yeah, it's obviously a different aspect, being home and being on the road. Being home, you got the fans, the stadium, everything. And I think on the road, obviously, we just got to I feel like we got to start with more energy. We kind of start slow when we're at other people's places. And so just starting a lot faster, I think we'll get a jump on a lot of teams, and we'll be able to stay on top.
In the playoffs, you won everything on the road.
Absolutely.
The Super Bowl.
Yeah, yeah. So we should know how to win on the road, definitely.
What do you see from the Colts?
Say it one more time.
What do you see when you study the Colts this week?
Oh, they have obviously very talented running back, very talented receivers in Pittman and Pascal and Ty and all those guys. And so, I mean, it's obviously going to be a really good game, and we just got to be ready to bow up and be ready to protect and keep everything in front of us and keep the running back contained.
What do you think about your own field? How tight is the red field with everybody involved? What changes of people coming and going?
Yeah, we've always had that next man up mentality. So I feel like now we're starting to get everybody back healthy, and guys are all ready. Whether it's the starter, whether it's the backup, whether it's the second guy behind him, I think everybody's ready to go when it's time to go. And so I don't think we're going to have any downfall or downplay, with that situation or if anything happens.
In this last game, I think, what were they converted 1/3 down or something like that against you guys? And you're getting healthy, right? That's a big part of your defense. But a year ago, the offense was pretty consistent all year. It was your defense the last half that really turned it up.
Right.
Do you feel that was the case? And can you see your guys starting to do that again? It's just, the games get fewer and it becomes about defense at this time of year, right?
Yeah, I think, throughout the year, not saying that we get reliant on our offense, but there were times where guys were kind of playing, trying to make plays instead of playing as a whole unit. And so I think that as the time went on, we started to realize that very early, and we were able to detect it, pretty early, so we could fix it, throughout the year. And I think that obviously after the bye week and after guys got a chance to really see it for themselves and losing games that we, necessarily shouldn't be losing, it starts to click and guys start to buy in and trust each other and start playing that playoff championship football again.
Probably familiar with Taylor, even going back to college. What impresses you the most about him?
Shoot, I mean, the combination of size and speed that he has. He's a big body guy. He can run. He can cut. He can truck you, stiff arm you. He's very talented, and he's very humble. I've seen that, throughout just the outside looking in. And so, very, very talented guy, and just looking forward to playing him.
Pittman, just another big physical receiver. What's his skill set?
Yeah, he's very, very physical. He goes and gets the ball. He has a really good catch radius, runs pretty good routes. So, just another challenge, like you said. I mean, just got to be ready to step up against whoever we got to go against. Definitely talented, though.
Colts have won 3 in a row, but does it really grab your attention what you saw them do to Buffalo last week?
Yeah, and Buffalo's a talented team, and so obviously them doing that to Buffalo makes your eyes, wide open. You kind of like, whoa, okay. Well, I think that we got to be ready to go. Like I said earlier, just be ready to play ball. I mean, every team is different. Every team attacks each team differently, and so we're just got to be ready to bow up when it's time.
Anything else?
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you. Thank you.